What's up, YouTube? It's 3D the Rap Star, aka is the BENZMAN. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at It's the BENZMAN. That's ITSTHEBENZMAN. And today, I got the Cl63 Amg with me once again. And for beginners, guys, we all do know that this engine is actually a 6.2 liter, but they call it a 63 for heritage. It just goes back to the older cars being 6.3, and so why would they name a new one a 6.2? And you know, it's like the newer, or even with the S63, the engines then got 4.7 liter twin turbos, 4.0 liter twin turbo. But they kept the name on some of the AMG models to keep the numbers up, because it's looking like, why would they take the numbers and make them smaller? Who would buy a Mercedes with smaller numbers? In which they actually did, you know, the E400 now, or the E43 AMG. Somewhat attractive, somewhat not. And so the Cl63 Amg has went away, but it haven't really went away for good. So the new Cl63 Amg is basically the S coupe, the S63 Amg. But you know, a lot of people say that they like this model better, but in return, I always ask myself, which we should ask ourselves, do we like this one because we're used to it and the way it look and we haven't adapted to new Mercedes styling? Or is it because this one actually is better? Which I don't know, guys. Leave in the comments. Do you guys think that this one actually looks better than the S coupe, or we are just not used to it yet, like seeing it a lot? Because at first, when I first seen it, I didn't like it at all. Now I'm getting to the point where it's like I have to have one, and the inside, it does take the CL by far. The inside is just gorgeous, all the new features and all the surround sound system and everything it has to offer. But with that said, guys, you know what we gotta do. Let's get some angles. And this is the first time, guys, that I'm bringing you the Cl63 Amg on stocks. And so the stock rims just make it ride better. It feels better. It feels basically like a brand new car. And this is a 2008, guys. So if you are in the market for a 2008, I will say go ahead and pick one up. It still feels really fast. Like by today's standards, it feels fast. It's tuned to run like almost like a race car, but like a big boat version of a race car. And so, guys, I think, just my opinion only, that they should have kept the S coupe called the CL. Why? Because the CL line is more rare. You see more S's daily. You see more S's wherever you go out. And yes, they are starting to look appealing to me, which they do look good. The inside is to die for. The outside is really nice. They're good cars, but I think the name CL alone was so rare that a lot of people didn't know what a CL was. I remember back in, let's say 2006, 2007, when I first wanted a CLS, and the new body style CL came out, which was this one. I didn't know what a CL was. A lot of people used to tell me too that they didn't know what a CL was. They just, you know, CLS. Until this day, a lot of people do confuse the CLS with the CL. Like, someone stopped me before and thought my car was a CLS, and they look in the back and go, oh, CL, yeah, that's the CL, the big body one. But they're not confusing it because they don't know what it is, or they think it's a CLS. They just confuse it because the CL is not popular, guys. This car didn't really have a commercial on TV. This car was the most highest car, even for a non-AMG car, was the most expensive brand in the lineup, you know, due to the fact that they still had the SLS out, but that was the AMG. This little segment, I'm talking about the 550, that was the highest that you could get a Mercedes car. It was the highest price non-AMG product. And if you guys do notice, guys, there is no S600 anymore. There is still a 65, so basically just picture if they would have kept the CL name, it would be no more CL600. They just thought it was no market for it. And to be honest, it kind of wasn't, because they have the Cl63. So why would you get a Cl600? Which is nice, but they both are V12 counterparts. So it's kind of like the Cl600 was a non-AMG, and at that time they didn't even have the AMG kit you could get. So you just had to get the basic Mercedes CL outline, which I didn't really favor. I like the Cl600 a lot. I love that engine, but without the AMG kit, even on these cars for like a 2007, they don't really look They don't really look appealing to me, guys, and that's just my opinion only, you know. And especially like everything on this video. This is just all from my point of view, what I think of these cars. But it does suck to see a car like this with so much unique styling and the way it look and being so rare that they don't make them anymore. The CL line was like, to me, like the pinnacle of Mercedes, or one of the pinnacles for the big body Benz. And like this car, even by today's standard, guys, is still, you know, the looks just never went out of style. Especially when you see the AMG badge by it, any AMG car, you know, when you see it, true AMG, true engineering. You know, these cars, this is not even a twin turbo car. This is just a all engine car. But like I said, guys, it does suck that it went away, and that's, you know, the top reason is they went back to the S-Class. They changed the name back to the S-Class. To me, it was kind of like, why did they do it? They said because they wanted the S-Class, or the CL class, to be associated with the S-Class, which is the, you know, the top big dog in Mercedes. So why not have their coupe named, the big coupe named the S also? But to me, it didn't make sense. I wanted the CL. I like them what the buyers like. And guys, you can even put in the comments, you know, what we like about these cars is because they're rare, because you don't see them a lot on the road. To me, I don't like driving a car that everybody has on the road, and that's why I even got the CL550. But every time I drive this car, it's like, oh, I want a Cl63 again. I drive mine and say, okay, I'm satisfied. But once you get behind the wheel of this, it's like, you don't want to go back. This is just everything you would need in the car. And as heavy as it is, guys, it doesn't feel heavy. You know, the speed accompanies for it. So this is a real good car. And, you know, it sucked to see the CL line go away, because even though the new S Coupe, I would have wanted it to be called the CL still. That alone would have been more attractive to buy. That would have gave it that, oh, I want the new CL, is rare. It's like now, everybody, you know, you see the S sedans that everybody got. So it's kind of like, unless it's a rare S63, but if you see an S550, it's kind of like, you know, we just look at it as an S-Class. You got to, you know, do it up, put some rims on, do something to it to give it that appealing look. The CL was appealing because of its rarity, because it was so rare. And on top of it being rare, it was a good model production car when it came out. So this car has went away, guys, but I will say, if you guys are in the market, buy one now, because as the years go on, you're gonna get the second and third hand one from people that abuse this car and that are no good. And people that got CL63s, leave in the comments, you know, you still enjoy your car, you don't like it anymore. But I'm pretty sure for a lot of people, including me, these were our dream cars. So it sucked that just the name alone, CL, went away. That's what gave this car its own name, its own line. But yes, it's a two-door S-Class, but just the fact that it has its own name was, to me, the reason of what sold this car, what sold it to me, because its rarity, the name, the CL name plate alone. And guys, I am signing off, so make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more of these videos. And if you do like these videos, guys, hit that subscribe button. The wind noise, raw speed, woo, raw speed, woo. I will get a ticket in this thing. Let me be a basic civilian. It's hard to fit in when you got a 63. Just driving and make you say, forget bills, forget my rent, forget anything including money. It's just